Hi YouTubers, this is how 60 looks. Irene is back again with more of my product collection, menagerie. So the next few products I'm going to show you are things that I'm definitely going to be throwing away. Once again, not because they're not good, but because they don't suit me now. And once again, these aren't cheap. One of the first ones is Redken for Men. Why Redken for Men? Because I had super short hair. And this was it's like a molding, they call it a working wax. It's like a molding paste. So I could do things like smooth my hairline down or put in those cute little curls. And this worked beautifully. But a couple of problems. I would date somebody who smelled like this. So it's not exactly a feminine fragrance, but it smells very good. But I don't need it anymore. Don't want to smell like a guy. I have no need to use any working wax in my hair. And as far as I can tell, it doesn't have petrolatum anyway. Yes, it does. There's the reason. So once again, this is Redken Maneuver for Men. Bye-bye. Another one that I had that's going away, Crew Fiber for Men. Now, actually, it's a pliable molding cream, and it's really meant for men. But I can tell you something about these molding creams, and that is they make a very good curl. If you're using a curling iron or flat iron with curl, this will really help to hold the curl, surprisingly enough. But I didn't use it for that, and because I've gone on a heat strike, I'm not going to use it. Once again, this is Crew Fiber for Men. This goes in the bye-bye pile. Motions Shine Enhancer Pomade. And this is, once again, just something you just lightly put over your hair. And yes, it does have mineral oil in it and a couple of cones. But this is not, to me, and in my opinion, the Shine Enhancer Pomade is not a serious product. It's something you use for going out, for putting that little extra glitter, because it does have a little bit of shine to it, like a little bit of an iridescence to it. So it's more for dress up. I will keep it for that reason only, but it is not an everyday styling product. It's essentially just for decorating purposes only. So it's okay. I'll keep it. I have here Anti-Frizz Straightener, smooths curly, wavy, and permed hair. I don't know if I'm going to keep this or not. Wait, let me tell you. Water, hydrogenated, castor oil, a couple of cones, no mineral oil, no petrolatum. Okay, maybe I will keep it. I don't know how it works with my hair now. It worked okay with my short hair, but I haven't used it since my hair has grown longer. Once again, this is a keeper with a question mark. So this isn't really a review of that one. Oops. Sorry about that. Another one, Pantene Restorative Frizz Control Cream. And this is quite interesting stuff. It's not that expensive. And you get like a little bit of an oily cream. And it's very light. And almost nothing. In fact, if I kept doing this, it would completely disappear into my skin. And it just adds a little bit of shine. And it does control frizz. But I haven't used it that much since my hair has been longer. However, I did like it a lot when my hair was shorter. With that being said, once it's gone, I'm not so sure I'll buy it again. This would be great, I'm sure, for summer when, you're around sprinklers. We don't have humidity here in the desert Southwest. We do have sprinklers, we do have pools. We do have misters everywhere. And if you've been in Las Vegas and have walked through a bank of misters and had your hair go, you'll know what I mean. So this is a frizz control, and I'll keep it, but I probably won't buy it. Aveda Brilliant Universal Styling Cream. Love this stuff. Absolutely love this stuff. This is surprisingly heavy feel to it, but it really seems to just disappear into your hair. And I like using this. I like rolling my hair and then just using a glosser or a light oil on it. Now, I didn't use this last night. I used the Sebastian Potion number 9 on it. So the Potion 9 and this are two of my after shampoo styling creams that I like to, my leave-ins that I like to put on my hair before putting curls in or letting it air dry. And I have IC Hair Polisher Styling Gel. This is wonderful in the summer. Excuse me, a little bit of sinuses. Please excuse me for that. What I like about this is that it has, once again, just like the Motions pomade, this has the little glittery in it. And I like putting it in my hair if I'm just going to air dry it and just let it go its natural way. And if I'm just going to bump it a bit with a curling iron, this is really nice. The only downside of this, because it's not expensive at all, it's about $3. I know it's about less than $4, at least it is here. The one thing that I don't like about it is that it takes forever to dry. It takes forever to dry. So, and I don't understand why, because it doesn't have a lot of heavy ingredients. Now, I told you in my last video about this Africa's Best Ultimate Herbal Oil. Well, that's what I used as a sealer in my hair last night and today before, after putting in the rollers. Wonderful stuff, extremely light, does not leave your hair with a greasy feel, which, as you know, that's pretty particular with me. And I'm sitting on them. My curlers, Conair curlers, these are fabric. And you've seen satin ones like this, but for some reason I can't seem to find them. And essentially, you just take your hair and just roll it and then fold it over. And the one thing I like about this is that the wire in it is rounded, so I don't think it'll poke through the fabric quickly. And as you can see, it does a good job of curling, too good of a job. I use this and then put a little light net over it. The satin doesn't stay on my hair, and I find it's very uncomfortable. Now, there's a couple of things that I'm sure that you all use. My curling iron is a Babyliss Pro, and I've had this for several years, still works, and I use it only every now and then. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's curved. And I like that because I can do this. And plus, being able to put my hands on it makes a big difference. I do have a blow dryer and I do have a curling iron, which I very rarely use. I'm all about air drying. I'm using the diffuser more now simply because it's winter. But in the summer in Las Vegas, you go outside for 5 minutes, your hair's dry. And my combs, of course I have this for the shower. What is it, about $1.50 at Sally's? And I do have a paddle brush, but my everyday brush for doing my edges and for when I'm ready to put curlers in is my 100% Boar Bristle brush. I know that there are a lot of people say don't use a brush, don't use a brush, don't use a brush. I use a brush, and I use it as a polisher because if I have product, or more accurately oil, through my hair and I want to distribute it, nothing distributes it better and separates the hair better than a Boar Bristle brush. A plastic brush will break your hair, will stretch it too much. The Boar Bristle, on the other hand, will smooth it, polish it, and give a little curve to it. The old wives' tale about 100 brush strokes a day to help your hair grow. The reasoning behind that is to get this type of brush next to your scalp to help bring the oil from your scalp out to the ends of your hair. You can't just brush it willy-nilly, and you saw what I did, just taking a section, using the brush, and just polishing it. And that is going to make sure that strand of hair is completely covered with natural oils, so I don't miss a beat. Plus, it feels so good on your scalp. So that's it for Product Madness with This Is How 60 Looks. I hope this has been some help to you, and also as a cautionary tale, don't go out there and go crazy like I did and buy every single product under the sun. Really save your money, spend some time and deciding what is it that you really need, and just go from there. Now, I'm not done with product. Next time, the natural stuff and the stuff I really decided to stick with on a permanent basis. That'll probably be next weekend. Thanks for tuning in to This Is How 60 Looks. This is Irene saying bye. Talk to you later.